Okay, just doing a video here on 6 interlocking panels that we made of limestone. This is just a laminated piece of paper that I've got laid on the table, 3 there, 3 on the side over here. And we're using these to, each one would be the exact image. So we're framing them now with a 3/4 inch wide by 1/2 inch tall trim piece. And that's going to give us the thickness of mud that we want as far as a grout joint. It also makes the reveal. Here you're going to see the rock going over the top of that right to the point my finger's now touching, and the other side won't have the rock going over. It'll just be a shiplapped edge, and you'll see that become more clear as we go forward. But again, just did a simple layout. Start putting the cultured stone in this, and a lot of times the cultured stone isn't the right size. We've got to chip it and then touch up that chipped edge, or we add mud to the cultured stone to make it a little bigger. These rocks don't fit my layout perfectly, but they are a beginning, and that's what we just start laying them, do the best we can, and then if we have to modify, we either cut the rock or we add to the rock, or we do both. And in this case, you're going to see a little bit of it all. But stick with me, and then we'll watch this thing go out a little more as we go forward. All right, we got some actual rocks on the templates now.
Even though they suck, that's all right.
Getting there. Slow but sure.
You know what? I don't know. I know exactly what I'll do. Perfect. I'm building this rock out right here. There's nothing you can say about it.
Well, we added another layer to this, making it 2 layers to get the grout up a little higher here because it was too low. This one's already been grouted, and the grout joints are just too damn deep. So that's why we're adding this other one, which we've done to every one of those. Sky's just now, you can see we've added double to every one of those. And Sky's just now finishing up on this one. Whereas I, over here, have already grouted this one, repaired the bricks, and now we're getting ready to put on the mold, or the form, which this will be a form right here, so that the rubber can be in here and go underneath that rock. So we've got to put all those on. That'll form the rubber. Then we'll take this off, cut this cardboard, put the board back on. Now it's the cardboard width is about an 8. Our hard mold will be actually down to this. It'll be down an 1/8 inch anyway. So this is our 5th day on this project, and we're having some fun. All right, we got them all grouted. And Sky's actually putting on the form for the rubber on the first one. We got to form the rubber even. Got all our bricks repaired. And the overhang, where this piece is actually going to come out and leaving a reveal like this.
He's not listening very well.
And the rubber's going to get underneath there. And then when we mold it, it'll have that, and the flange fits right here, and that's why you don't need any mortar.
It's got a brush over there.
This is the molds that we made. There's 3 of them here, and this one here still has to have the hard mold made on it.
where these two still have to have the rubber and the hard mold put on it. But we've got these, and these are nicely formed, beautiful, easy to use. And then over there is two that the only two we have so far that we actually made. I'm gonna lay them out real quick. Okay, these are just apart right now, but I'm gonna put them together and actually slide it right on. Looked easier in the video. There you go. Now they fit together and you don't see a seam. See that? Any way you look. And they're ready for more in there and here on the bottom. Endlessly you can lay. That's pretty sweet. Here's the seam. The only thing you really see is this, and that. And we can actually just touch-up grout those, or the people who lay them can. But that's the first two panels that we have. They're a system, and then this one will be molded today. That one and that one are actually casted. So we'll have 5 pieces total, which we're going to lay together. That one's going to get hard molded. So tomorrow we'll be pulling that one off, and then these 3. So we'll have 4 more. So we'll have a total of 9 panels to actually try making a little wall with. But that's a beautiful piece. This is our new Jeep that we got for the crawler course that we're making. They're getting ready to make, there's a course that they're getting ready to make right now, that panels that are laid down. System here. Now this is the limestone. Now the limestone is available in this particular profile, which is totally mudless. That one has been, you can see this is the way they're supposed to go right here. If you look at those, that's the top row that we're going to do here. So we cut this off, this extra strip. On the bottom over there, we cut this one off, so we had a starter row. Okay? That's as simple as that. But these particular ones, as you see, interlock lickety-split. One person can install these. Boom, boom, boom. So these are going to be offered. Again, if we get into the interlock system, we simplify the installation and increase the productivity of it. So this was originally designed for homeowners that didn't have the ability to take our rectangle panels cut in mud. They weren't going to come to a 2-day class. We don't need a 2-day class for these. These are real simple. They can come stained or they can come unstained. And then they're ready to install. So Nick, Reed, if you guys want, let's take these 3 panels and boom, boom, boom. Just nail them up there. Now the studs are marked again on that. That one comes all the way over. And it's shiplap, so it slips right in there. Now, of course, on this corner, we have the interlocking corners, so that's out there. But let's just say you were coming up to a corner and you weren't going to make the corner. You just wanted to stop dead in the corner. You would just cut those panels and start in the corner and then go that way. So, oh, you know what? Hold on. Something's not right here. They cut the wrong. That's the wrong one, bud. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, that one. I just brought this over because all I had was you can't really tell the bottom profile like you can seeing it like this. And over there, those were cut. So I wanted to get you one to show you the full size image, so that you had an understanding there.
See outside corners for this as well?
Inside, outside, yes. Now, we also have this variety of stone in the 3x5 and the 2x5 like you saw over there in the stack stone. Again, the inside and outside corners and trim pieces. So again, it's really effective as far as installation. We also, by the way, just like in the River Rock, we have all these in the different profiles because some jobs require some changes. So we have this limestone in the 4x8 sheet as well. Go ahead. Careful on those ends that you don't break them because they're cut. Here again, by design, this particular style of interlock has the watershed, like shingles, okay? That doesn't stop us from addressing what we're going to address is how to treat that wall prior to installing these panels. But yet this is built in, and again, you got an ability to hide your screw head. There is no mud touch up on this. Literally, that's the beauty of it. I like that. Again, I think what we've tried to do is to really simplify the installation. Go back to the time when they were chipping limestone out of the quarry, cutting the rocks, and then sticking them on the house, and then grouting them. And what about the culture stone, one at a time? You're installing this in minutes. Literally, boom, boom, boom. Now, on this particular one, you're probably not going to hit, but just set one there anyway. Oh, you're going to draw it up right there, aren't you? Go ahead.
And here.
There you go. Now again, as I said, the universal capstone at this point, the ledge cap, is we've cut these stones so that we had that ability to right away install that. And again, as I said, we would countersink 4 holes in this, drill the drill in, and then just touch it up with some of the grout mix.